Good morning to all. Myself, Mrs. Surekha Sonomu. In this video, you can find the contribution of Paulo Friere. Previously, we discussed about various philosophers like Mahatma Gandhi ji, activity-based education, John Dewey, discovery-based education, and we also discussed the contribution of Rabindranath Tagore. Now let us see the contribution of Paulo Friere. Paulo Friere was a Brazilian educator and well-known philosopher also. Like other philosophers, he was also not very much satisfied with traditional system of education. He criticized that this present system of education is like a banking system of education. Here, the students are depositories and teachers are like depositors. They just deposit the knowledge in the brain of the child, and the child is sole receiver of the knowledge. We are not providing them opportunity to think and create something new. In this banking system of education, knowledge is transmitted from teacher to student through predetermined curriculum. The teacher is sole distributor of the knowledge and student is just passive receiver of the knowledge. You can observe some pictures here. It looks funny. See, the students are like empty containers. The teacher is pouring knowledge into their brain, into their head, and without understanding the concept or without understanding the content, they just by heart the content or subject or topic, whatever. So this is not education. Here, the students, they just receive, memorize and repeat the information. This is not knowledge. We are not giving them opportunity to participate in teaching learning process, to create something, to discover something, or to discuss with each other. The definition given by Paulo: fundamentally narrative character, with the teacher as subject and student as passive object. You can observe the picture here, how the teacher is destroying the creativity of the child. He does not allow the child to think or to do something. He expected from the child just accept the things blindly. Problem-posing education is the term used by Brazilian educator Paulo in 1917. To challenge the banking education, he proposed problem-posing education, that is also known as dialogue education. He said, knowledge emerges through invention and reinvention. According to him, it is not a job of teacher to provide answers to the problem, but to help learners achieve a form of critical thinking, provide the opportunity to the students to think themselves. Now let us discuss. Paulo has given 5 ideas about dialogue in education. Let's see one by one. First one is humility. Dialogue cannot exist without humility. Teaching with humility means knowing that teaching begins with students not teachers. Teachers should respect the individuality of each and every student and consider their need and interest. Next one is hope. Dialogue cannot be carried out in a climate of hopelessness. That means there should be positive atmosphere in the class and teachers should create the positive thinking among the pupils. Faith is another prior requirement in dialogue. Teacher and student, they should have faith and belief on each other. Next one is love. Nice lines given by Paulo here. If I do not love world, if I do not love life, if I do not love people, I cannot enter into dialogue. It is clear that a person should love each other. The teacher should love with his students. Fifth idea he has given critical thinking. Only dialogue is capable of generating critical thinking skill among pupils because in the dialogue there is informal atmosphere in the class and freedom is given to students to think about themselves. So they become able to think critically on each and every situation. As we discussed earlier, that Paulo criticized the banking system of education and he proposed one model, that is problem posing model. He recommended that teachers should implement this model in the classroom. Now let us see how to implement this model. Problem posing model, you will find it similarly of the method of history, that is social inquiry method. For that, you can watch my video again and again. There are 4 steps of problem posing model. Let us see. You can see here the students, they are discussing in the group about the problem. Next step is develop positive hypothesis to explain a problem. Students, they frame the questions about the problem and they ask the teachers and the teacher replies only yes or no. You can see in this picture the students are presenting their hypothesis and teacher is giving a reply. Third step, the students, they work independently. After the teamwork, they think individually about the problem. And in the last step, the students again come in the group, they join their group for discussion combinedly. Now let us see educational implication of this dialogue-based education. First one is, teacher is a communication actor with students. Teacher and students, they share responsibility of learning process. It enhances confidence among pupils. It stimulates creativity of pupils. It develops a reflective, meaningful interaction between teacher and students. Now students, how to write down the answer, that is also important thing. Mostly these questions are application based questions. So first you will write down one paragraph of introduction. What is concept of education according to Paulo Freire? How he criticized the traditional system of education, why he said that is banking system of education. Then write down the 5 ideas in brief. Then problem posing models, all the 4 steps write down and give example in brief. I hope you get satisfaction by observing this video. It is also important how to attempt the answers in the examination, especially the contribution of these philosophers like activity centered of Mahatma Gandhiji, discovery based of John Dewey, and dialogue based education of Paulo Freire. Mostly these questions are application based questions, so don't forget to give examples and which are related to current situation and related to teaching learning process. Again, thank you very much for observing the video. Wish you best wishes for future days. If you like, please subscribe and share my channel. Thank you very much.